guys, and welcome back. It is Draftmaster Flash, and this is Race 5 for the United Online Racing League. And if you have been with us for the last 4 races, you will know what this is all about. So, United Online Racing is a realistic F1 league, and we have team principals, 2 drivers, we have F2, we have feeder series, we have academy drivers, etc, etc. I am the team principal of Mercedes. My 2 drivers are Crazy GSR and Nerf 058. We are at Circuit to Catalunya, and right now we are on board with Nerf. So what we tried to do was stick Jess out on Crazy GSR out on the mediums and Nerf out on the hards. As you can see, Jess has already been out and he has set a pole time of a 1:18, which was really decent considering he was out on the mediums. Nerf out on the hards was doing really well, and gotta be honest, Spain is such a difficult track with the high tyre deg. As you can see, the majority of the other races are all out on mediums, and that little wobble there cost Nerf a lot. So that was only good enough for P7. This is Jess's actual qualifying lap. He did run again, but this was the best of the lap. But yeah, going back to Nerf then decided to go out on the mediums on the same strategy as Jess, and it was good enough for P3. So whilst you're seeing Crazy GSR's run, Jess finished P1, qualified P1, and Nerf qualified P3 on the mediums. Another thing I've got to say is what an awesome update for Formula 1 2019. As you can see on the right hand side, I'm a bit of a geek, I like all stuff like that, but you can actually see on the right hand side, a map of the circuit, which driver you're on board with and which part of the track they're actually in. As you can see, Jess is coming around a corner and they're situated by arrows, which is something new. But yeah, Spain. It's a really difficult high tyre deg track, and you have to be so careful of the long sweeping corners. If you hit that throttle too hard, that's it. There we go, 120, well, the 118. So that's where the guys finished. Jess finished P1, Nerf finished P3, both on the medium strategy. And yeah, Nerf was only 300ths off P2. But here we go for 33 laps. They've done a formation lap and lights are about to go out. Everything was great. Everything is rosy on lap 1. Everything's great on lap 1. Okay, Nerf's up to P2, drop down to P3, P4. That's fine, that's cool. So at the end of lap 1, I'm looking on board with Nerf and I'm like, what's happened to Jess? Why is Jess P15? Unfortunately, Jess had a spin that cost him his front end, so Jess is currently in the pit getting that front end sorted out. Okay, Jess, no worries. On the radio saying, just do what you can do your best. So Jess at this point is 37 seconds behind on a set of mediums. But this is where Mercedes' bad luck does not finish. As you can see, Nerf loses it, coming out of the last turn, spins into the gravel, and fair play to everybody, tries his best to avoid. Don't know what happened. Forster came out of nowhere and rear-ended Nerf, and I'm like, oh my god, that's the end of the penalty. Nerf gets a 5-second time penalty for that. Nerf is down in P11, Jess is in P16. I'm like, hands in my head, and I'm just like, wow. But luckily, thankfully, the W10 of Nerf's car wasn't significantly damaged and he was able to continue. However, he did have a 5-second penalty. But that carnage, that accident, sparked another accident, which then brought out the safety car. During the safety car, Jess then gets a drive-through penalty. They're thinking by this time it's all over. As you can see, you've skipped a few laps due to the safety car, and it's all over. It's all over. I'm thinking, okay, Nerf's P5, Jess is P15 on the hards. He has to save a drive-through penalty, and oh, here we go. Thinking it's not going to be our day. But Jess serves his drive-through penalty, and yeah, he's 35 seconds behind. So into lap 11, Nerf is 18 seconds off the lead. He's still yet to pit, and when he pits he will have to serve a 5-second penalty. But as you can see in the bottom left hand corner then, Jess, he's putting in fastest lap after fastest lap. Jess has done 8 laps now on these hard tyres, and he's up into P12. Nerf still going strong, he's hunting down Robin, and fair play, he's half the gap. Jess is doing what Jess does. He's trying to look after the tyres, he's looking after the car. Even though the yellow stripe on the tyres would indicate mediums, Jess is actually on the hards. Lap 13, Nerf managed to get Robin, as Robin had to pit. So Nerf went up into P3. He's 20 seconds off the Ferrari of Tyler, but they've both still yet to pit. Jess is up into P11. After the carnage of everything that happened, we was just like, okay guys, just damage limitation, just go out, do your best. And fair play, both of them, they did their very best. Jess is up into 9th, and whilst we was talking in the chat, Jess was like, I'm going to see if I can get these tyres to the end. And I'm looking at the lap counter and I'm thinking, okay, go on Jess, you do what you can do, mate. So Nerf managed to get up into P2 on lap 15, but he had to pit. So Nerf is in for the hard sets, and as Jess blows by the pit lane, manages to step out in front of Nerf. But Jess has worked himself back from P16 to P6, and the gap was 37 seconds, and he's managed to bring it down to 11. So I'm bored with Nerf. Nerf rejoined the track out in P8, and he is hunting down everybody else. And at this point, Jess has managed to get up to P4. You know, in the space of a lap. That's absolutely fantastic drive by both of the guys. So Ghost pitted, moved Jess up into P3. Nerf's up into P7, and everything is looking okay. So on to lap 18, Nerf is up into P6. You've got another Ferrari in front of him. Snipes is in the pit, which is quite helpful. Nerf takes P5. But at this point, Jess on lap 18, after his earlier crash, a drive-through penalty, so he crashed, needed a new front end. He then had to serve a drive-through penalty, has managed to get the gap from 37 seconds and P16 down to 10 seconds and P2. There's the battle for P4 between Nerf and Sonic, which is a really great battle. Fair play. It's a good couple of turns, and Nerf coming off the victor. So it's lap 19 and me and Jess talking, and I can see the times coming down on Tyler's lead, and I'm thinking to myself, go on Jess, go for it. But 16 laps on them hard tyres, and I'm thinking, with a high tyre deg of this circuit, should we just be careful and try and bring this car home? And Jess was like, well, I'm gonna go see how far we can get these tyres. And yeah, absolutely awesome. Nerf's up into P4, and after the carnage of everything that happened, at this point I was really happy. Being a team principal, seeing what the guys are doing. Obviously I can't take any credit for this. All the credit, all plaudits, they all go to Jess and to Nerf. Nerf was doing his real hardest to try and cut the gap on Maxi LG. Lap 23, Nerf still battling away, still trying to bring the gap down. Nerf is on, or he is trying to get P3. So back on board with Jess on 23 laps. There's 10 laps to go, or 11 laps to go, and he has brought the gap down now to 7 seconds with 20 laps on those hard tyres. And I'm just like, wow. And he's still going for it. Fair play to Nerf, just bring it down. But at this point we was talking, and unfortunately at the rate that he was gaining on Maxi LG, unfortunately we was going to run out of laps, because the Nerf did hit a lot of back markers. So Jess has now got the gap down to 7.3, and at this point in proceedings, it looked like it was going to be a Mercedes 2.4, and yeah, I was, after everything that happened, the crash, the drive-through penalties, even Nerf had to serve a 5-second stop-go. And fair play, the guys are looking after tyres. I mean, Jess had done 24 laps on his set of tyres, and he's still bringing the time down, which was, honestly, I was sat there and I was really worried about punches. But Jess, he was cool as ice, so was Nerf, and they both just got their heads down and went for it. On lap 28, there's not many laps to go, but look at the gap now between Jess and Tyler. 5.6 with 25 laps on hard tyres. And I honestly believe if Jess hadn't had his spin, or he'd had his spin later, I think Jess would have caught him if he'd had, say, 20 laps worth of tyres, not 25. It's 5.5 and he's still going. Nerf is still whittling away at ERN Maxi LG. But guys, I'm going to take this moment to let you guys know all about UOR, United Online Racing. All the links are down in the description below, and if you want to come and join us, I believe there are F2 seats available. What happens on a Saturday, we race on a Saturday, the F2 race is done first, and then it's onto the main event, which is the F1 race. But even though the F2 races go on, there is potential to be signed for the academy drivers, and if there's any other drivers that are signed to teams that cannot make it for whatever reason, they get put into the F1 race. So if you want to come and join, hit that Discord link and tell them Jaffmaster Flash sent you. So we're on lap 30. Lap 30, Nerf is okay. Nerf needs a miracle now for P3, but miracles do happen. Jess has got the gap to 5.8 and he's really feeling the tyre deg. Here we are, lap 31. Oh my god, Nerf has somehow managed to gain P3. As I said just now, miracles do happen. Unfortunately for ERN Maxi LG, he disconnected. As you can see right there on screen, Maxi LG has left the session. Fortunately for him, he got disconnected, which meant Nerf was able to hunt him down, because when you get disconnected, your driver automatically gets swapped out to AI, and the AI is a lot weaker than obviously human beings. Unfortunately as well, Jess was feeling the effects of tyre deg. By lap 32, Jess's tyres was on 88% worn. He finished the race on 90% worn tyres. As you can see, 28 laps, 29 laps on these tyres in Spain on a high deg track, and you just think to yourself, well done mate, and well done to Nerf, because Nerf, you got to remember, he didn't give up the battle either. After everything that happened, those guys, they got their heads down, they worked through all the issues and just went for it. So there we go. That is it. Lap 33 out of 33 on board with Nerf as he's just about to come across the line. And yeah, welcome to Spain. And guys, remember, United Online Racing. All the links are down in the description below. Come and say hi. Tell them that Jaff sent you. And I hope you have a great day. Peace.